In this video, we're going to look at how the Oakville real estate market is doing right now. And also, on top of that, if you're thinking of selling your house in Oakville or you're thinking of buying a house in Oakville, I'm going to share with you guys 4 important stats that I think you guys need to know that will kind of help you guys decide, if it's a good idea to buy now or wait, or sell now or wait. Because not all the time is a good time to buy or sell. Contrary to what you might have been told before. Okay, so let's go with the January right here. This is what's been going on for the last 6 months. I left March up there because that was the peak of the market. So if you guys just want to use that as a comparison to see how far the market has fallen. So in March of last year, they sold 405 homes in Oakville, and now it is down to 124 in January. So it's a little bit better than December, but not by much. So the market is not recovering by any means. Now, I also want to do a 4-year comparison because the last couple of years are, a bit all over the place. So let's look at the last 4 years. This is January of each year, January 2020 all the way to January 2023. So as I mentioned before, it's 124, and that was in just a few days ago. The stats just came out. That is a drop of 26% when you compare it to last January, and they sold 167. But if you're comparing January's only, the busiest January we've had in a long time was 2021, where they sold 262 homes. Then it went down 36% to 167. Then it went down even more, 26% to 124. But you can see here, it took a big jump from 2020 to 2021, at 43% jump in 1 year. So that's for sales activity. Now let's look at prices, because that's what everybody wants to know. So these are average prices straight from the Toronto Real Estate Board. Same thing as before. I'm just comparing January to January. This is what they were selling for just a few days ago. So a detached right now, if you guys are thinking of buying a house in Oakville and it happens to be a detached house, you can pick one up for about $1.79 million. And that is a drop of about $700,000 in 1 year, because they were almost at 2.5 and now they're right around the 1.8 mark. So that is a drop of 28%, which is about $700,000 in 1 year. But they have dropped below 2021 prices. They were at 1.89, but they're still above, quite a bit higher than 2020 prices. Freehold townhouse, if you guys are thinking of buying a freehold townhouse, they are right around the $1 million mark. And that's a drop of 28% when you compare it to last year. So same as detached homes, down 28%. Now this one is interesting. Condos in Oakville are always interesting. So they were selling for $839 last year, and now in this January they were selling for $975. How is that happening? How is the condo market on fire? No, that's not the case. Because what happens in Oakville, it happens in Oakville a lot. They do have multi-million-dollar condos. So sometimes what will happen is in 1 month, you'll have 4 high-end condos sell, and the next month they don't sell. So the price shoots up $200,000, because I'm doing average prices only. So the price will shoot up $200,000 in 1 month, and then they don't sell next month, then the price comes down $200,000. So it's not that the market dropped by $200,000, it just the high-end stuff did not sell. So just keep an eye on that one. I would not take this as an exact science. Now, also, I want to show you guys, like I mentioned before, I'm going to share with you guys 4 key stats that I think you guys should know if you're thinking of buying or selling in Oakville, because I will be posting this monthly, so you can see how they change month by month. So let's get started with the first one. First one is SNLR. So what is SNLR? It just means sales to new listings ratio. So what it means is how many listings are coming up and how many are selling, and the percentage between them. So if it's below 40%, we are in a buyer's market. If it's anywhere from 40 to 60%, we're in a balanced market. And anything above 60, we're in a seller's market. Now let's look at this one. Last year of January, it was at 77.5. So that was a very, very strong seller's market. But it has been dropping I would say for the past 8-9 months. It has been dropping every single month. And now we are at 47.1%. So technically we are in a balanced market. But just by being out in the field, showing houses and working with sellers or buyers, I can tell you, I would say we are right around this number. We're in a buyer's market. Let's look at inventory, months of inventory. Right now, January of last year, we only had 0.7 months of inventory on file. So if nothing else came up for sale in Oakville, for example, it would only take 0.7 months for everything to sell out. Now that has gone up to 2.2 months of inventory. So it would take over 2 months for everything to sell if nothing else came up. And this one is also important, but not an exact science either. Sale price to listing price. So basically what was happening last year was anything you put up for sale, not only would it sell really fast, it would sell above asking price. So chances were if you put up a house for sale, you would get like 5-6 offers and you would probably end up around the 109% of asking price. So that is what that means, but it has dropped below 100%. Now chances are if you put something up for sale, there is going to be some negotiation and you are probably going to end up around the 95% mark of asking price. Okay, so that is what that is. The last one I think is also important. If you guys are thinking of selling, you want to know how long it's going to take. Last year, it was taking about 2 weeks, 15 days for a house to sell. Obviously, the lower end properties were selling a lot faster. Anything above like $2 million was taking a little bit longer. But the average was 15 days. And now that has gone up all the way to 48 days. So keep that in mind, because what you don't want is you don't want somebody slick and sweet talking you into something, and you end up buying a house before your house has sold, because that's the last thing you want. You don't want to go shopping for a house not knowing how long your house is going to take to sell and if it's going to sell, because not everything is selling right now. So keep that in mind, because I think if you guys just kind of keep track of these 4 stats every single month, you'll be able to see like, okay, the market is starting to bottom out, or if it's starting to go back up, or if it's getting worse, because these numbers will kind of reflect exactly what's going on in the market better than prices. Prices are great to know, obviously, but I think this is what on the back end what agents see, and so I think it's I don't know. I think it's helpful, but you guys let me know. Do you guys find this stuff helpful? Because it takes me time to put it together, but if it's useful, then sure, I'll put it together. But if nobody really cares about it, then I might skip it. So let me know. And this is my info. If you guys need to get in touch with me for anything, any questions, I'm not going to try to sell your house or anything. If you guys just have questions about the market, you can call or text here, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.